Hello everybody, welcome back to AdventureQuest 3D, and this is just a little bit of an update. Since I last played, level cap's been raised to level 20, yes, and Ashfall Part 3 has been released. This is the starting area for Part 3, Akriloth here, and you can now unlock the Dragon Slayer class by doing these dailies. I already did mine today. And then Senna over here allows you to do trophy hunting. Right now I can't do the daily one, but I can show you guys the normal one over here. So basically you go through this story, it's just like one dungeon. Level 14 is recommended, and then you can do the Akriloth group challenge, and this is the boss fight right here. So this is like the first time I think they've ever... Ow. No. This boss basically is all telegraphed attacks, apart from his regenerating ability. I gotta run. Yes, he does. This is his first phase, where he strictly does Dragon Slash, and the occasional recovery, which just allows you to kind of hit him. And this is the group version, and then after you beat him up, you go into the exposed phase, where he then starts doing abilities called Flamethrower, which are just longer range and a little bit more different. You can't just dodge them all by being within melee range. Supposedly we have someone else in here. Oh, he's got this. The scratch attack. I'm not level 20, so this isn't as easy. Level 20, you can do the hard version of him, or the extreme version, which I assume is just a bigger group. Maybe his attacks are basically all one-shots. Oh, we have someone else. Dragon Slash. And the other thing that's been added, as you can notice, is that there's titles now. So, because I've done the event that I'll show you guys after this fight, I managed to get the Bone Climber title. You can access it by going to the settings, and right down here, Founder, Guardian, Adventure, Vault Bank, and these other ones are for most part buying stuff in real life. So like the t-shirt on their merch store. And you can also now buy mana potions and health potions with gold. You don't have to do it via quest or buy it with the real money currency, dragon coins. The other small differentiation in terms of that is that you can also get these portraits. Heroes, what you start out with. Because I'm a Guardian, I get the Guardian portrait. I'm gonna get smushed. Yep, I knew I was gonna get smushed. How much is Akriloth left? He's got about 5,000. You guys are probably both level 20. These guys just AFK in the corner. Just to get quickly back into the fight, I'm just gonna... There we go. So I actually get credit for killing them. We also have a warrior. Yeah, Sun Pyro is a warrior. There we go. Akriloth's been wounded. Take him down. And if it actually allows us to attack him, there we go. Now he's going to do Flamethrower for the remainder of the fight. I didn't get over there in time. That person's dead too. This fight's a little bit tricky. Yep, there's one of his other ones. That one, by the way, reaches outside the boss area for some reason. Yeah, I killed Jarv. Good, he's recovering. I can get a smack in. He's been the majority of this fight kind of running away from the fire. Depends on... Oh, wait, I know which version... Yep, I knew that attack was coming. Yeah, admit. Alright guys, I'm still getting over being sick. Oh, he's doing that attack, so I gotta kind of hide in the circle. But I think, to my knowledge, this is one of the first fights in the game that actually has And you would call that telegraphed attacks. I mean, if you played an RPG before, there's almost always bosses like this where the majority of their attacks are the bosses made trivial because all you have to do is dodge like 3 attacks. That's all he does. What would make this harder is if, say, one of those attacks was screen filling and it didn't kill you, but it left you on like 1 health. So you had to have like a guardian or someone that can heal. Or health potions, I guess. I think mana generation's a little bit better. I've gotten a little bit better gear. I managed to pick up a couple of pieces as I was questing in one of the other new areas, Darkovia. Yeah, I'm not going to get over there in time. Oh, I did. Just slightly off screen. It's easier to dodge that attack on the left side, because there's a lot bigger area and... Yep. Head back and forth, and then he does it in the row behind us, and then he does one more row. See, that attack I just let go. There we go. 285. No, not Sun Pyro. Let's see, can we get a view of the boss? There he is. There's his head. Yeah, this is the Great Fire Dragon from the story, Akriloth. And he's the final boss of the dungeon. The dungeon is just a smaller version of this. Same phases and everything, so the only difference is how much health he has. I guess how punishing his attacks are. Yeah, that joke is AFK. He's Dragon Slayer too. Which I've never seen Dragon Slayer in action. Mainly because you'd have to do the dailies. I think I started off with 3 when I came into this section, and then you get 1. I think it's 2 daily basically. At level 20, you can do 2. You can get 2 daily. It only takes about 10 days, 10-15 days, I think, to get the class. And from the sounds of it, that's how they're going to do all the new classes. They're just going to make it so you have to do something along this line. You have to do some dailies and quest line in order to unlock it. Which I like better than which I believe, AQ Worlds, if I remember correctly, you had to get certain each class had their own level system, so you had to get like level 10 was the max level for the class, and there's the player level. Don't know why in the Worlds, but Worlds is a bit weird. But yeah, you had to get level 10 in like 2 classes, and then you combine the classes to make new classes. So I think a warrior and a healer or something like that made a class, and there were other ones you had to buy. Like I think the Doom Knight. This is a new thing too, the death counting down until you can revive. I thought you were supposed to say stuff when on that screen, but I guess they never implemented that, or there's something that's coming later. That was close. Okay, good. It's gonna be the one that's like way out in the distance here, so that kind of just messes up with mages, which we don't have any right now. I like playing Guardian. The only time Guardian isn't great is when the enemy is a lot higher level, or can just... Oh, it's just him recovering. I think we've got this. Yeah, he's gonna do the head back and forth attack. Get within melee range. So yeah, there's not much to the fight, even though the music makes it seem really harrowing. I think it's the first time I've heard like vocals in these songs. Mostly just instrumental, which makes sense. Another thing they've done is that you can kind of shrink chat if you wanted. Like I could just do this, that way I can only see the most recent message. Or I can see medium, or almost all of it. And they've also separated party chat into a different window. Kind of like how in World of Warcraft you can do that, but that's something you have to do manually. Whereas World or 3D just does it for you. And when you go to it, it just puts you in party chat. Okay, get a run. Thank you. Okay, use a mana potion. I'm almost out of mana. Stupid game. Oh. There we go. I apparently found a way to turn off the UI. Hope I didn't turn off the recording. Oh, I didn't. Oh, challenge complete. He's dead. What do you drop? Volcanic scale. Whoopee. Get a lot of those. And that's about all for that one. Now on to the other event. Dag's birthday. So you'd come in here to the Underworld Gate. There's a bunch of different crafting. Like, if we look at the helmet, that's the Legion Grunt. If you don't know who Dag is, I believe he's one of the artists. One of the artists over at Artix Entertainment who created this game. And every year for his birthday, they basically give him a different event. I showed the lot last year's, which was kind of just the wave-based defense. No, not the evil Arctics. And yeah, there's different various new enemies. There's this guy, the Legion Corpus. Where am I going? I'm going to show you guys the beginning of getting the Bone Climber title. Gotta get out of this form. Can I do it? Yeah, there you go. Okay, so it is parkour, which is not something this game was made for. Yep, you go over here. I've only ever made it up there once. I'll try to find the picture of me getting up there. That, or if you have me on Steam, then you might have seen it. I mean, it's not too terribly complicated in theory. Execution a little bit tougher. So yep, you jump over here, and then you gotta dodge the lasers. I don't know how you get the title Ashfall in. There's a bunch of titles that aren't listed. Let's see, can I make it? Nope. Yeah, and then if you fall, if you die or you fall, you go down here, and you can't cheat it by teleporting up to someone because it just puts you back down here. Yep, there's that, and then the other special event for the area. There is an enemy called the Legion Parquisitor or Parquister. I don't know how to pronounce the name, but he spawns outside. Ow. I'm the only one in here, aren't I? Yep. The Undead Warrior. Ow, he's level 21? Why? But yeah, if you fight this guy and you beat him, you get some cool armor. He's wearing some of the stuff you can buy. I think the armor you can get, I think the weapon you have to buy. I think that's the Legion Split Blade. Yeah, I don't really care about fighting him. I'm gonna use my transformation. Also, from doing the daily quest, you get the Slice of Dark Cake, which is just the Cinnabon, I think is what it is. Oh, that's one of the transformations, the Jumping Skull. I'm trying to think. Yep, there's different enemies like the Os Magnus. This guy's wearing a bunch of the gear. You get to find out a little bit more about Dag's in-game story. If I look at crafting, there's stuff like the back shield. And then some of the armor that is dropped are... Is it the Undead Warrior stuff? So the belt, the cape. I don't have the whole set. You get the quest, you get Soul Warrior. I still don't know what they're for, because I don't think there's any crafting material that requires it. That's the chest piece. And then the mob I told you guys about drops the Under Guardian stuff. And this is something you can buy for free. And you get these from doing, or these from the quest. This is something from the last event. I didn't have in 2018, 2017. Yep. And then also I think bag space has increased. Another thing they added was, yes, a little low-level adventure over here with Spec. Enter the mouse hole. You can allow you to craft stuff that's almost up. You can make these temporary transformations. You can buy different transformations too. And you can buy crumbs and cheese bits. But right now there's only one dungeon in here. It's this one. This one's the puzzle. Not really a puzzle. Click on the mushrooms. You get shrunk down by Warlick, the wizard. And then at certain sections you have to defeat these insectoids. Fight these wall spiders. Now I am way more powerful than I should be going in here. They're level 5, yeah, level 5. That's the final boss at the end, the Verminator. They actually give him that voice, or I've given him that voice because he makes references to it. He says "Hasta la vista" and "I'll be back," that sort of thing. And then that's all the adventure is. I think it looks like there's gonna be 2 more dungeons because it says area not available. Area not available. I think that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.